Hi everyone, my name is Hor. I'm a senior software engineer at Callstack, where I mainly work on performance optimization and brownfield integrations. In today's video, we are going to take a look at how you can integrate React Native into your native Android app, and for that we are going to use React Native Enterprise Framework, which is a set of tools to help you generate your React Native application, and it also has a built-in support for brownfield integrations. It's really easy to use it. You just need to run this command to scaffold your React Native application. I'm going to use Yarn to do it, but you are feel free to use any package manager you like. We are going to name our app brownfield. We're going to select both platforms for now. Metro is fine. You can select both or just one. I will just select only the one I want here. And with this, the RNEF CLI will take care of scaffolding the RN app for you, with also support for brownfield integrations for Android. Now that it's done, we can open it in our favorite code editor. I'm going to use VS Code. So now let's take a look at the files which have been scaffolded, and we will go to Android, and here's the app folder for your greenfield React Native app, and then there is your Android module, which we will be exporting as an Android archive library, otherwise known as AAR or AAR if you like it. And in here there is a file called React Native Host Manager. So in here you could find a few lines of code, and we are using React Native brownfield package to initialize the React Native instance. And React Native brownfield, if you are unaware, is a set of functions or helpers to ease your brownfield integration. And if you go to Callstack/React Native brownfield, you could find extensive documentations here for your Java integration, Kotlin, Objective-C, and Swift. And here is also a guideline, which is basically a standard brownfield guidelines for you, where you can also find a few advanced use cases, which is a really good read, and I would encourage you to do it. Okay, so let's go back. So now that we have the project scaffolded, we now need to generate and publish the AAR to the local, right? I will just change it to my favorite package manager. So now we are gonna run this command, and once we run this command, this package will be published to Maven local, and from there we will consume it in a native Android application from here, which is a Pokemon collection app. And when you will tap on open settings, then you should be able to see your React Native application. So now that our package is published to local Maven, we can now start consuming this AAR in our Pokemon collection app. And the steps to follow are like this. We want to start from the step number 9. If you have already followed RNEF for the scaffolding a new app, then you are feel free to go to step number 9. Since we have already generated the AAR and published it to Maven local, now we will skip to the next step, which is to consume it. First of all, let's add an entry for Maven local in our settings.gradle. And in here, we will just add it. Now we need to get the published library, and we will add it in our app build.gradle. So here we can add it. And a good recommendation is to put this in your version catalog file. But for the sake of this video, we are gonna use it in a string base. So to consume our published library, we wanna use the correct package ID and the artifact ID. And we can find it if we go to the build.gradle of our AAR module. And here you could see the group ID, which is Hello Brownfield React. And the artifact ID is Hello Brownfield. And the version is the same. So now once we have it ready here, we want to go to the documentation to confirm if any more steps are required. And in here, we need to initialize the React Native Instance Manager. And how we could do it is just call this function. But before that, let's hit a Gradle sync. So now that the Gradle sync is finished, we can add our initialize function here. Let's import this class. And there's one step done. So now that we have the initialize function added to our main activity, we need to present a React Native UI. And since our app is different, we cannot use the exact code here. So what are we going to do is that, first of all, let's just go and see how it looks like right now. So let's give it a go. Here is our app, a Pokemon list, and then we have a dashboard. And then we have an open settings button here. So what we are going to do is that we will be removing this button, because what would make more sense is to display React Native right in this tab. So let's go ahead and do it. So for that, we do not need the button here, so we can comment this out. And I have went ahead and I have added a frame layout that we would be using to embed React Native fragment into. Okay. So how we're going to do is, first of all, let's get rid of any buttons here. And in fact, let's get rid of everything from here. I have got us a piece of code commented out here, which we're going to use. And in here, what we are going to do is we are going to create a React Native fragment using the module name from our package.json of the app. And then we are going to commit a fragment, and you will see how it will look like now. So now let's just give it a go. Just wait. And fingers crossed. And voila, that's how it looks like. And that's how you integrate React Native in a native Android app. And if you need more context, check out the e-guide to React Native incremental adoption on Callstack website and get a free copy. And while you're at it, and if you are interested in brownfield further, check out Callstack React Native brownfield GitHub repo, where you can find some helpers to help with your brownfield integration. And if you have any questions, drop me a message on LinkedIn or X, or maybe in the comments section. Thank you. Have a nice day.